Hey guys, and welcome to this conference finals video for SBL Season 12. The matches we have for you today are for the Seviper Conference, Team Awesome with Normal versus the Primates with Fairy, and for the Zangoose Conference, the Stealth Squadron with Fighting versus the Swanky Sweepers with Bug.
Hello everyone, we are here in the Seviper Conference final and we have Normal versus Fairy, Marvin against Dos. I'm here with Hayden,
Hello there.
aka the Boss Man. We have a very interesting matchup. I know we could be talking about other things, but something has caught my eye immediately and there's a little bird on Marvin's side that's very interesting to me at the
Yeah,
moment.
I did see the beak. I was wondering how quickly you would see the beak.
He's brought a toucan to a final and a final that if he wins, he gets into the grand final. So this will be interesting. It'll be fun to see if it does anything. I'm not exactly sure why it's a good matchup into Fairy just straight off the bat, but maybe he's thought of some heat that we didn't think of.
I get Smart Strike. That's immediately what my brain goes to.
Or Steel Wing, that would make
Or
sense.
just Steel Wing. Beak Blast is just going to be good into any fighting type or any physical
Yeah,
Pokemon.
yeah, and he's brought a few
Um,
physical attackers. Oh, Bink the Destroyer on Fairy's side as well.
yeah, this is gonna be. There's some All-Stars here, and then there's Cannon.
Yeah.
But we'll see. I guess. Oh, let's get it going. We'll figure this out. What do you reckon? I reckon Klefki. Klefki.
Yeah, I could see that. Klefki and, well, Marvin doesn't have an obvious lead.
I'm
Maybe he
going to
says
say
T-Spice or
Slowpoke
something. He goes Luna.
and Mimikyu. So the question is, because there is a Zoroark, is this
Yeah.
actually Luna?
Luna does seem like an odd
It
lot. There you
it
go.
is. Yeah, as expected.
Yeah. Seemed like an odd lead. At Infestation.
Infestation Mimikyu.
That's quite
He's been
odd.
paying too much attention to Belbane.
I think so. And boom. Down goes the Mimikyu. Well, great start for Marvin. I mean, a Sash is broken if it is Sash Zoroark. But
It's likely choice. I know Marvin has been very big on choice into this thing.
yeah, that was
Uh,
a strange choice of moves turn one. I think, because you talked to me a bit about his prep, I think maybe he wanted that for Terapagos to like break Terra Shell and lock it in. But I feel
yeah,
like
like
Mimikyu
that.
probably still loses to Terapagos if it sets up a Carmine once. Flash Cannon probably does a lot.
Possibly, yeah. I mean, Terapagos is one of those Pokemon where it does need that turn to set up, and Mimikyu could use that time to set itself up as well.
Yeah, so he goes into the Garm. It's like getting both captains out here.
Lash
Lash out.
out.
Must be the only dark move he gets.
Well, he called the correct switch, but then again, saying that
Yeah,
he
if
was
it's
going to
saving.
a Ghost type
Yeah.
anyway, and there is another Psychic to good have hit as well, so Lash out is a pretty safe move.
Yeah, if it's choicy, you probably want to switch out or Guerrilla Tactics. But if
He's
it's
been using
Zen
Zen
mode
mode a
and
lot.
yeah, if it's like Zen mode and Sash, you could stay at an attack and it probably kills. Like Superpower would kill here.
Superpower, unless it goes for there's the
Oh,
bird.
there's the bird. It was Superpower and that did a lot of damage. But it's -1 now.
Okay. So here's the question: what is the bird doing? We've seen this thing before. Just sit there with Beak Blast. We've
Yeah.
seen it be Skill Link.
Big Blast would be
This
good
is in
here,
season
actually. Get a
past.
burn on this. Swishes. Okay, so if you Big Blast there, it probably would have died to an Ice Punch, but you would have got a burn on Garm. I'm really not sure what the toucan is there for. I think he intended it to be a switch in on Superpower.
Yeah, I mean, in saying that though, the switch to power is still just Zoroark.
Yeah, so I'm
Unless
not
your
really
backup for
sure.
Zoroark is down.
Yeah, some interesting prep already with Infestation and a toucan in. We're only on turn 6. Um,
Domo chatting again. He's
you'd
taken
think
him
he
all
would
the
have
way
known about the tunnel.
until conference finals to realize that we've been playing with the timer all the entire time.
And I think we're going to stick with that in future because it's so
I
much better
agree.
with the timer.
I agree. It makes it a lot more interesting.
As someone who takes 1,000 years per turn myself, I still think the time is better.
it just gives you a little bit more. As much as it's one of those things where we had was it the grand final last season.
Yeah.
I want to say where it took over an hour.
Or trouble in Trick Room. Ah, so that probably
Interesting.
means that it would have lived a superpower before as well. So interesting that he decided to switch last time and only click Trick
Well,
Room this time.
in this situation, I think he wanted to guarantee he could live and get the trick run up without having
Yeah.
to waste the trouble.
Yeah, that's fair.
And
That is
now we're
fair.
sitting here with a Luna.
I
Yeah.
believe they're the same base speed, so that either he's made his Ursaluna minus speed, or
Most
maybe
Lunas
Carbon's
are
minus speed too.
they
Oh,
are they are tied. Yeah.
well, that was a speed die, I think.
Yeah. Most
And
time,
they
if
go
you
one
are
for
going
one.
to be Luna, it is going to be minus speed. If you're going for a quick room turn, they are going for that.
Yeah,
So I think the carbink there was specifically designed in case triggering up.
yeah. I mean, if Dossa had that thought,
Yep, there you go. So you knew immediately what the plan
yeah,
was.
good on him.
That's very
I
good
think
prep. Being the
going one
same
for
speed
one,
as that.
going one for one Carbink and Ursaluna is a good trade for
Yeah.
Dossa.
Oh, losing
Trick
carbink
Room
to take
style.
out the biggest trick room threat in this game. Yes.
Yeah. Azumarill looks pretty free here because it's probably slower than everything except Slowking. So you could smack
Hang on.
something. There you go. And two cannon. I would have thought he would have gone to the Slowking there.
Um, just rep liquidation.
Liquidation and well, it did nothing.
Okay,
It,
so sadly the two cannon didn't get to show its stuff.
it got hit twice and didn't even attack. You wonder if Mega Lopunny probably just gives you a little bit more guaranteed value than
Yeah.
two cannon, but
I mean, in saying
sometimes that
that,
kind of hit pays
Megalopony
off.
would be weak to the entire team, being a fight type.
Yeah, yeah, but
So
fake out
it might just.
into something is probably good.
The only reason I think that might be a thing, it's very much a non-bow because of this,
Oh, yeah, that was a
because of the
big
fact that you
crit.
set up the psychic terrain. You're having psychic terrain and fake out together, and if
Yeah,
you
that could
can't
be
time it
quite
correctly,
bad.
you're stuck in on psychic terrain with Megalopony.
Yeah,
You're in a bit of trouble. Now, to be
that
fair,
crit.
it's enough to play around, but if your opponent is sweeping through your team,
Yeah, of
bit
course.
of an issue.
That crit was huge because 78% on an expanding force probably means this is Zumarill's assault vest. So it looks like it would have lived two expanding forces if not for that crit. So that's a big deal.
Yeah. Well, crits what? Crits 1.5?
Something like that.
Something like that. So you would expect it to be. I mean, I would say, yeah, I would say it's.
It
If
looks
it
like it
wasn't,
would have lived
yeah, it
too.
would have been. If it wasn't going to live, it'd be a close roll, I think.
Yeah. Now he has to go Klefki. Oof, that does a lot.
That's still doing so much to Klefki.
A light screen here would be very good into the remaining special attackers.
With the rest of the team being specifically special, yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
The slow
Goes
kick.
into Slowking. Thunderwave on the terrain. Oh no.
Oh, Dossa.
Oh, the classic Dossa choke elements coming into play here.
Not realizing that the fact that it's Prankster is why the reason why it's not working.
Mm. He says he wasn't sure. Now, is this just another free trick room? The Gleam does nothing.
No, it's
No,
just
perception.
perception. Okay.
Actually get health back because of regen. And this looks
Okay.
pretty free. Can't Thunderwave at this turn. What else does
Uh,
this Klefki have? He stays in,
assume yep, D-Gleam.
breaks the Terror Shell. Is probably worth it.
It's probably what? D-Gleam, T-Wave, and then screens?
Yeah,
Or at least
probably.
one screen, you would
You'd want
think?
to get up a light screen now, wouldn't you?
Maybe he did
At
bring it.
some
Maybe he brought
point.
Reflect. Yeah. I was going to say, I don't think he brought screen.
Why? Why bring one screen? I don't understand.
No, I'm the
Dog's
same.
confused.
Like,
Oh, superpower. Contrary. I like that.
was he worried about... Why is it Reflect specifically? Was he worried about Lopunny?
Maybe Ursaluna too.
Luna? Yeah. I mean, in fairness, like we've seen... Okay, we know what this is. That's not
Yeah.
to guess.
This is the same
Uh,
6 Marvin brought, except Toucannon was something else last time. So you should have known it could have been
there's the
like
sludge bomb. Yep.
mostly. Oh no.
Okay.
Oh,
And it's the
Zen
Zen
mode.
mode. Okay.
It'll be faster unless Zorok Scarf.
Zoroark, I believe, has been scarfed this entire time. I
Then
don't
yeah,
think I don't think it's been Specs. I think it's been Scarf, and Scarf just feels better
then this is not a great spot. He switches out
against the
Saxon
latch.
DD.
Okay. So now it's down to the fact of can Zoroark.
Saki and DD is interesting.
This is just gonna be what?
Do
Okay.
you trigger him? If Zorok was Scarf, will you just stay in there, right?
You would think so. Just gonna click.
Huh. I'm
Oh,
not
you
sure
know
why
what it
he.
is. I think I know what it is.
What?
I think it's try to whittle them down as much as you can because you know that Zoroark's faster. Guarantee the kill on that thing, and you know Zoroark's faster than the rest
Yeah,
of the
but
team.
Saki and DD while Garm is still alive is weird. You can just kill Garm and then switch to the next turn. Seems better.
Yeah. I mean, in DD being on 1 HP, no matter what, means it is just a sack. It is a sack to set up the terrain, which
Yeah,
means they
but you
can't go
could
for jet.
you could set up that later. I don't think Azu's banned. I think it's AV based on the crit damage it took.
I agree. But
But
either way, this way
yeah,
you're staying off jet.
yeah, but I think you can stop it later because terrain only has 3 turns left.
Mm.
I don't know.
It's an
Pressure of
interesting call.
finals and the timer.
So this is probably just a superpower. Yep, into. Oh, he's.
Oh, he
Oh,
called
oh.
player off. That's such a weird switch there
No,
because
because I feel
Dossa
like
called it.
it also called it wrong. Yeah, it makes sense. And there's like
It
bomb.
does, yeah. So they're probably both scarf. I think
The last turn of
Enamorous and
terrain cannot go
Enamorous and
for jet,
Zorok.
and there it
Yeah,
is.
that's GG. I think Enamorous
Well,
and Zorok are both scarf. I'm not sure why Marvin switched.
that was it.
Because
It was an interesting switch.
what you let Slowking go down. Maybe he was worried that Enamorous was Sash and not Scarf.
Maybe
Because then he
it's certainly
loses.
possible.
But if it was Scarf, he has to click player off, which might kill. But then you can just go Zorok next turn and click Sludge Bomb anyway.
Well, Zoroark is naturally faster. So even if it was scarfed, Zoroark is always going to be faster if it's been
Yeah.
scarfed.
So why make the switch there? Because if he calls it right, which he did, I think player off was probably a good chance to kill. Because Enamorous
Which
doesn't
is
have a
90%
low
chance to kill.
attack stat.
Doss has just said 90% chance to kill if it hit.
Yeah. So I feel like he probably had one chance to lose, and that was switching out and Dossa called it right, which happened, but player off just missed.
Yeah,
Wow,
why would you?
that seems weird. Because there's no way Slowking. Because if it was Scarf, Azumarill was still alive. He could have just switched it out and then
Yeah, correct.
clicked Superpower the next time. Or Azumarill
And
could have clicked Superpower because it was faster.
Slowking is not taking out the rest of the team by itself.
No.
There's no way.
Even if it gets Trick Room up. Oh, if it gets Trick Room up, actually, there's a chance. If it clicks Trick Room on the first turn.
If it gets it on the first turn, then yes, you could probably take. It would be a very good chance of getting it out because you've still got terrain up, which means they can't go for the upward jet. You know you survived the superpower. The first superpower you survived, and you get the trick room up.
Or you survive like the player off, then click Trick Room. Then you
Unless the play
kill
was
Enamorous, and then you're
unless the play was
faster than
to get it in, then get it back out because you wanted to make sure that it had enough HP to survive another superpower.
Yeah, I could
That's the
see
only
that.
because then if he's expanded superpower in, switches out to get the regenerator back up, Zoroark comes in, it can't get hit by that.
Yeah.
And even then means that it's stuck on. If he knows that it loses superpower, he knows it's likely going to live the play rough.
Yeah.
So then you can get that trick room up. You've then got trick room hitting both of them with sludge bomb, which is still technically stab.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like that was a big roll of the dice, and it really came out.
Yeah. But there was a few big things like the not bringing light screen, the weird mimic you said. It was basically 5-on-6 after that first turn, and Dossa did very well to bring it back.
Oh, definitely.
Weird two cannon prep. But that's what you like to see in the SBL. Bunch of weird shit doesn't necessarily make sense.
Yeah, we've had some weird stuff happen, which is fun to see. You know, I always go back to the fun times of when we like to do it. If you know, if either finals are locked in or people aren't going to make it to finals, their last round is usually just a fun one.
Yeah.
I know in the past, you know, I can't remember exactly who it was against, but I know I brought Sand Force Gastrodon. I think Gastrodon got 4 kills. You know, I set up a sandstorm, just let it sweep my opponent with 4 kills on C Gastrodon,
That's so good.
which was always fun. Yeah, no, Andrew's exactly saying what we're saying.
Like Loki
Hard
dive pivoted
switching
with
is
Chile would
really
have been the
risky.
same result. Yeah, it was like the only way he could have lost, I feel like. But maybe he ran the calcs and realized it was gonna live and he could get Trick Room up and win.
Yeah, maybe there must have been something. There must have been something going on.
I don't know. Or just
'Cause
pressure.
it could be. I mean, look, I believe this is you know Marvin makes it to the grand final.
Yeah, that's his second grand final.
Second, first,
Second. Because
is he second?
he lost to Andrew a couple seasons ago. He beat me in the
Oh, that's
semi.
right. That's right. Yes.
Yeah.
Well,
Well,
there we go. We've got
anyways,
one more to go after this. We've got the Zangoose final,
mine,
which
yes.
is yourself and Battlebane, the returning champ from last season.
Yep.
So I guess we'll see how that one goes, huh?
Yep. Alright. Thanks for watching.
Thanks, guys. Hey guys, and welcome to the conference final for the Zangoose conference. We have Stealth with Fighting versus Battlebane with Bug. I have Marvin again with me today. Say hello.
Hello, everyone.
So this is going to be an interesting one. We do have last season's champion in Battlebane looking to make it back to the grand final with Bug, versus Stealth, who is very well known for being up there. He's been in, I believe, 4 grand finals at this point. I believe I was looking at it.
It's a lot. These are two really good players, and one of them brought triple bug onslaught, Scyther, Cleavor, Scizor.
It's the full Scyther family has made it in.
Full family showed up. I'm surprised. Like no, what was the name of it? No Mega Pinsir. I thought that would have been really good into this team.
I feel Mega Pinsir. I agree, but I feel Mega Pinsir is maybe too obvious.
Yeah,
I feel like Alex is probably planning around Mega Pinsir, especially
yeah.
with. I mean, Terrakion is there because it's a rock type and it's
That
going to hit
good.
super effectively into everything. But
Valiant's really good into just generally like your weaknesses as well.
yes,
I think looking at the teams here, like the main thing to take it down would be like Volcarona. And looking like I guess like yeah, you could have like a Scarf Cleaver, I guess. Have a couple other guys. But
I would likely say Scarf Cleaver.
yeah.
Let me get this one started up. But yes, I would assume Scarf Cleaver. We've seen Scarf Cleaver pretty much come every single time. Um, it could be Sash Rabombi.
Yeah.
Um, Mega Scissor. It could just be Mega Scissor, and that's why he didn't bring Mega Pinsir.
Sure.
But Infernape is going to be very big here.
Yeah.
Um, Quark is not something I specifically expected, but I think Quark might be there for acrobatics.
Oh yeah.
I know this thing gets acrobatics, so I ran it as
Yeah.
acrobatics in my actual in-game team. So I know that it is acrobatics. It can run acrobatics.
I think as well you
Uh,
can get so much momentum like oh something's low, like something's like a focus sash or something, you can always like
yeah.
come in with Quack and just get the free Moxie boost.
Oh yeah, definitely. Um, Aegislash is just gonna sit there, and once it comes in, is probably gonna be Air Slash again.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna say. It does learn a slash. Good
Oh
Pokemon.
boy, this chat is going. Apparently, we have the team nicknames are apparently very very good.
Okay.
and apparently Alex was listening to Edge and Mark Henry's entrance themes to get him hyped up. So he was listening to Metalingus, and I don't know what Mark Henry's one is called, but I can picture it in my head. Oh boy. Fairy Scyther.
Like,
Oh no. Okay.
what else have you thought of? If not Tarak, like it kind of goes into everything. I feel like Tarak, except for like I guess,
The lead, was gonna be, I think it
Yeah.
was either Tarak or Infernape.
yeah,
Because if Infernape gets that it's Rock Blast.
yeah. And
Oh
then that person kind of stashes and it's just like, oh, okay.
oh no. Is that Scarf Terrakion with Rock Blast?
Yeah, that's Scarf and that kind of gets everything.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, look, Sizzle. It's neutral to Sizzle because Sizzle being Steel, and
Yeah.
I believe it's neutral to Cleavor.
I don't believe Rock resists itself.
Rock is one of those typings that annoys the absolute hell out of me in
Yeah.
whether it resists itself.
I know that I thought Rock resisted ice, but it doesn't.
No, Rock. I know it doesn't resist ice. That I
Yeah.
do know.
Don't
Nope,
believe
it does not resist rock.
Yeah.
Cleavor is still weak to rock, so
Yeah.
it's
The whole
only
team.
Sizzle that is going to be neutral to this rock attack.
Yeah. And I guess if you have like Scarf Valiance, you can kind of do something. Yeah, Sizzle comes
Speaking of
out. Almost
Armored Scyther,
full
oh
the
my
full
lord.
family.
Okay, so hold on. Okay, so this is Armored Scyther, so Cleavor's probably going to be Ancient Scyther or Old Scyther. Volcarona's probably Fiery Scyther.
Was Iron Valiant.
Ooh. Actually, you could just literally call it Valiant Scyther.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I kind of like that. Or that could be Future Scyther.
I'm pretty Genesect.
It could be Genesect. Could be something to do with Genesect. Yeah, true. Oh dear. Okay.
Valiant comes out.
And it is
Yeah.
it is the Mega Sizzle as expected.
I
Okay.
believe do you get superpower close combat on Sizzle here?
You get close combat because the entire line gets close combat now.
Okay. Yeah.
Because of Legends Arceus, Sizzle got access to close combat.
Yeah.
Sorry,
Not a
Scyther
bad
got
option.
access to close combat, and then you could get close combat then on Sizzle and Cleavor.
Yeah. So not a bad option if you're bringing it, but
No.
I guess you would have to expect a Valiant because that doesn't really go into anything else.
Well, not necessarily. Like it would still be good because you would expect something like Terrakion
Okay.
being
Yeah.
a rock type.
Yeah.
It's still going to hit a rock type super effectively. So it's just a straight up Thunder Wave.
Always
Okay.
not bad. Once again,
Okay.
not a bad position to be in.
Now I've used Mega Scissor a lot.
Yeah.
This was very much a preseason we had a few seasons ago was the Elite Four Challenge,
Yeah.
if you remember.
Yeah.
So we had myself, Andrew, Alex, and Nick all as the elite. We called ourselves the Elite Four of of the league. The only three people that had been champion, and myself, because usually I was up there in that thing. I was the first member, and I was Steel, and Mega Sizzle ran through teams. Mega Sizzle one shot, Mega Gardevoir.
Stash. But like,
Yeah, definitely
Yeah.
sashed. Comes to not even the flame charge. Interesting.
I guess if you have Flame Charge, oh yeah, you're definitely fast, but then you're just losing to Bullet Punch if you don't kill.
No, you would likely be killing with the flame charge at that range.
Okay.
I think it's more of it doesn't matter because you'd get access to Vacuum Wave.
Oh, true.
There's Vacuum Wave access. I believe there's.
Mach Punch.
Oh, it's Rock Scyther.
Nice.
Oh, okay.
Nice.
I mean, that makes sense.
Wonder if you save Inferno here now that the stash is broken.
I mean, you've got to expect this is Scarf Cleavor, right? It's been Scarf Cleavor all season. Does he change it from Scarf Cleavor now, and then it becomes a problem because Inferno could then just go through it? Or is it Inferno go for Mach Punch here? Just get some
I
damage
guess
on the
it'd be
way out.
Vacuum Wave if it's a special Inferno.
Could be Vacuum Wave as well, yeah, no, so
Yeah.
that's fair. Because
I don't
right
remember
now,
the
what does Infernape do at 1%?
into the rest of the team, right? That's what I'm also thinking. Yeah, just
Okay.
have second off.
Yep. That makes sense.
How do you go into it? Because you kind of don't have an answer for Terrakion unless you have Scarf Valiant or maybe Scarf. I don't know if Scarf Cleaver is slower because if it's assuming it's Scarf Terrak.
It is Fire Scyther. Okay, we got that right.
Fire Scythe.
Okay, well, Terrakion, I believe Terrakion is 100 and... I want to say 109. Oh,
I believe
108. I was
that.
so close.
Yeah.
So 108 on Terrakion versus Cleavor, which I believe is in the 90s.
Yeah.
Cleavor is
Maybe
actually, no, Cleavor is 85, so if they are both scarfed, then it does not
yeah.
matter. Cleavor will lose that speed tie.
Yeah.
Not even speed tie,
Unless
it will
something
lose
else
that
is like
speed.
yeah. Unless something else is stashed around here.
Yeah.
Acrobatics doesn't look bad here. Oh, Aqua Sweat.
I mean,
Actually, yeah.
Aqua Step here
Aqua
is
Step
just going to
not
be
look bad
nuts.
here. Unless you're risking like Flame Body that comes out. You're right, I mean.
Psychic. Okay.
Yeah,
There's the sash. Not going to matter, though, I don't think.
not great.
There's no way Alex didn't bring Aqua Jet on this thing.
Yeah. You
So I
foster
wonder...
anyway. Now at this
Yo,
point.
now you are, yeah.
Yeah. Now, if you have no other sashes, no speed control, then Terrakion might just destroy you.
Yeah, I mean... You've got a full HP Aegislash, you've got a full HP Sneasler, you've got a full HP Terrakion,
Yeah.
still in the back. You got a plus
Got
1
this guy.
speed,
I
likely
got
going
this
to be
guy
a
trying to get like
plus...
Moxie.
Yeah. And like the rest of your... It's the rest of Tyler's team is also still at full health.
Yeah.
But
They all get
Cleavor,
destroyed.
Scyther, and it's just Aqua Step. Yeah, okay, so this is now plus 2 Moxie. Yeah.
Moxie.
This might just be the end of the game.
This is scary. Unless you have maybe another sash in the back.
Look, you might.
But what would you do if Valiant comes out?
It's still
Could be
Scyther. Okay.
still
So unless this is... No, even if it's Scarf, it doesn't matter right now.
yeah.
But the thing is with Quaquaval right now is that Acrobatics is not going to be doing much because it still has its item.
Yeah. Unless you have something else. Like type.
It's Brave Bird.
Oh, Brave Bird.
There's the
Yeah,
sash.
welcome to the
There is
sash.
still a sash here. Okay.
Alright.
Alright.
I feel like with Bug, you do kind of feel like you have to bring in a bunch of stashes. You have so many weaknesses.
Yeah.
Some of you guys are frail.
Oh yeah, no, I agree.
Yeah, the guys that do resist what you're weak to have other 4 times weaknesses. So it's like sometimes it feels like you do have to just bring a bunch of stashes.
Okay, so we're sitting here with a full HP Cleavor and a full HP Scyther and a 1% Valiant versus a full HP Aegislash, which is yet to Terra, a
Usually comes
full
out.
HP Sneasler, and a full HP Terrakion.
They could proc Unburden anyway. I guess
This might be normal gem fake out.
yeah. Fake out just kinda gets you there.
Not normal gem though. No, yes it
Does
is. No, I just didn't see it in time, but yes.
Oh, no,
Normal
no.
gem fake out. It didn't show the normal gem procking, it just showed it in the chat.
Yeah. People come out
But yeah, this is now unburdened. This thing is
very
pretty
fast.
sure this also gets acrobatics. Pretty sure I've run it acrobatics before. This is probably just a close combat.
Imagine.
Well, it's going to outspeed Scarf Cleaver.
Yeah.
Without a doubt. This thing will outspeed Scarf Cleaver. It's just whether you risk the close combat and the Cleaver living. I don't necessarily see Cleaver living, but do you risk it?
Acrobatic comes out.
You do
A
risk
lot
it and go
less
for
than
the
you
acro.
expect.
Okay.
Right.
Oh, you know what? No, this is just get chip to guarantee the rock blast. If it only hits 2 rock blasts, it probably guarantees a kill.
Yeah. Oh, you
So you
missed.
just
And
need
it's like,
the
oh, okay.
damage. Yeah.
Fuck loss.
Speaking
Hits.
of,
So what's that running? You don't have a focus dash to get through.
Stash is going to do nothing here.
Yeah.
This is going to have to be vacuum wave to even just get damage off, and then that's not going to do
Yeah.
enough.
Almost rock blast miss.
This is true,
Could miss.
and it
Oh,
doesn't.
that was 91 for one.
And there it is.
That was a tough one to get through. I feel like had
Losing
so many.
Rabombi turn 1 to that
Yeah.
rock blast was just so bad.
I think you have two sessions there, and it still doesn't matter because you have rock blast.
Yeah, with the fact that he
Nothing's.
revealed rock blast so early, it was just like, yep,
Yeah.
cool, all right, that's just
Sizzle doesn't get that many things. You have a scarf in front of it that just eats whatever Sizzle was trying to do.
yep.
That was tough.
Yeah, I was gonna say that Tyler had specifically needed that sizzle for Terrakion.
Yeah, but good prep. Good prep on Alex's part.
Oh yeah, no, the Scarf
Yeah.
Rock Blast, very, very. It's a very risky play. Because if you are specifically running it as, I mean, look, it might not be Scarf, but I'm pretty sure it was Scarfed. Um, in the sense that you know that this thing is going to, if it hits,
Then it's
it's
hitting.
gonna probably kill
It's
something.
killing everything. But even then, like hitting twice, we've seen is still really good. Like
Yes.
it kills Scyther instantly. Volcarona probably goes down to 2. Yeah, yeah. He said rock moves not missing is crazy. Yeah, that is true.
Yeah.
No misses on the rock side.
Yeah, which is huge
Yeah,
considering how many times we've talked about rock moves just being incredibly
like unreliable.
inaccurate.
Yeah,
We've only got one good accurate rock move,
yeah,
and that's whatchamacallit, Mighty Cleave. But
yeah,
there's only so much you can do about that, I'm afraid.
yeah. And then
He
I
was
guess
going
Alex,
for the webs.
yeah, he's gonna bring Iron Hands instead of Ape, and I feel like yes, this all. I guess Iron Hands does survive probably, but it is +3 Mega Scizor.
Yeah, yeah. Oh, the Quark had spin as well. Yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah,
Okay, well, that puts us to Alex moving on to the grand final.
I don't know.
So
Yeah,
that gives us our grand final. That is Alex versus yourself.
fighting was normal in grand finals.
It is fighting versus normal in the
Oh,
grand final of the SBL season 12. Oh boy.
oh man.
This is going to be an interesting one.
Every
And
month,
Zorlok better put in a lot of work, buddy.
Zorok puts in work, bring in everything that has like a neutrality.
That's it, man.
Oh,
That's it.
bring might be Oranguru might show off.
And DD is going to have to put in so much work. That psychic terrain better come up, buddy.
Oh my goodness. Let me look up the normal type Pokemon. Yeah. Oh, might be a surprise appearance from Wigglytuff, from Mega Ordina. Oh, maybe even might even bring Firo. Oh,
Yes. I'm just going to see a full team of 6 birds.
yeah, might even bring 6 birds.
6 birds into the rock blasting
Oh my
Terrakion.
goodness.
Let's go.
Yeah, and then Terrakion comes. Oh my.
Oh, his plans are going up.
Tough
Oh, his plans
matchup.
are going up in
It's a
smoke.
tough matchup. Just naturally a tough matchup.
Oh, it's going to be a tough one, definitely.
I don't want to bring
Well,
Terapagos. Yeah.
I'll say thank you for joining me, my friend. This
Thank
is
you.
the last time you will hear from you on commentary for this
Yeah.
season. Uh, but that is the end. We now have our grand final decided.
Yeah.
So thank you all for tuning in,
Thanks for having me.
and we'll see where it goes from here.
Yeah.
Alrighty, thanks, guys.
Thanks.
And with that, the conferences have been completed, with Team Awesome winning 2-0 against the Primates, and the Stealth Squadron taking the 2-0 victory over the Swanky Sweepers. This means that our conference champions are Team Awesome with Normal for the Seviper Conference, and the Stealth Squadron with Fighting for the Zangoose Conference. This finally leads us into our grand final match between both of these teams to decide our overall champion for Season 12, which will be covered in our next video. I hope you've all enjoyed, and I'll see you next time.